Hi guys, good morning. As usual, good morning. Because it's after 12 o'clock in my neck of the woods. Today is the 6th of March, 2025. The 6th of March, 2025. I hope everyone is doing well. You know, if you're just from work like I am, I trust you had a successful day or an accomplished day. I trust you were able to attain your goals, whatever you have set for yourself, and whatever you will plan for yourself for the new day. I trust that everything is going well. And if it's not, just rest assured that it will go. Nothing stays stagnant forever. Nothing stays one way forever. There's always a solution out of any situation. And once you keep moving forward positively, things always work out for you. So, with that being said, hello to my Soul Tribe people. My Soul Tribe people now, how you guys are doing? Now, on this side here, when I say Soul Tribe people, basically we're talking to the people who want people to win. They're working towards winning and they're pulling people who want to win as well in the same way. So that means we're not hurting anyone over here. We're not taking what is not ours. We're not manipulating, betraying, and hurting and want to unalive anyone. We don't want to block anyone's life because everyone deserves an equal opportunity. Despite your color, your race, how you look, what people think about you, all of that good stuff. You are entitled to equal opportunity because you're here on earth and you breathe the same air like everybody else. There's not a special space or place that was prepared for a special type of air for elites or a special type of air for people of poverty or a special type of air for people in the middle. One earth, the same air we breathe, the same earth we're under. It's not a different type of earth. So we're all here basically to come. We're here on earth to do what we have to do, walk in our purpose, accomplish whatever purpose path, go on our journey. We learn. We either be teachers or we be students, and then they have times in life where that is flipped. We become the student and then somebody taught us lessons. So that's where is the balance, that's where is the equilibrium in life. So you do not stay one way for the rest of your life, and remember that. So if it looks as though that you're not moving and it looks difficult, rest assured, tomorrow morning you get up, things can change. With the click of a finger, things can change. With a click of the finger, people can disappear out of your life who've been hurting you on and trying to unalive you and all. They can just disappear. People who have so much money and tell themselves they have so much power, within the click of a finger, that can go. But many people fail to realize that those things are tangible. We can, we lose them, we get them, and the same way we get them, we can lose them. But what is important is what you do. It's your soul, your journey, your destiny. Those things have a lasting effect on you as a person, and basically your journey in life, what you stand for. But today I want to talk to you guys about systemic abuse. And many of us may never look at, why are we being blocked from so many things that not necessarily that we're entitled to, but it's there for each and every one of us. I don't like the word entitlement because in 2022, when I was in the shelter, I would never forget, and I was there for 6 months. I always say to, the people who were in the shelter with myself when we were talking, and I was lying in a bed in the shelter, and at one time I felt I was like, whoa, this is not where I'd expected my life to be. But because of this group of people, the people who brought me here, of course, and who abuse everything about my information to gain riches and wealth, and then they walk around and tell the most horrendous lies, of course. Many people say we got to move away from the past, and I have moved away from the past. But the thing is that the things that these people have done is now coming to surface. So I have to talk about them so I can get the justice that I deserve. This has been going on 5 years now, and it has not stopped. So, these people who brought me into the country, and I'm sure that my story is not necessarily neutralized or centralized just only to myself. I know my story shares to many, many other people. The approach or the way it was done might be a little different, but trust me, the same idea, the same way in which actually, or the steps is the same, but the approach, how people approach it, might be different. So rest assured, once you stay optimistic, keep moving, keep being positive, keep doing the right things, everything unravels the way that it's supposed to unravel in your life. Never give up hope. Don't give up, because life is not about giving up. Life is about taking whatever throw at your path, turn it around for your best. Of course, don't sit in it for too long. You have to speak up. For me, I felt like I sit a little bit too long. But for me, I think why I sit a little too long, because I wouldn't say that I was in shock, but I couldn't believe that such people existed. I probably was in a world of la la land, not thinking that such evil live in these people who look so beautiful. These people who look so handsome. These people who look so well put together. These people who have everything. The level of evil that lives within these people's heart. That facade of beauty or thing that shows outside, if they're being cut with a spatula or whatever, you unmask them, you would not believe the parasites that live in these people's mind, in their body, because there's the only way that they can do things like how they were doing it. It's the parasites that live in their soul, in their brains, that push them to do these things that they were doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk basically about systemic abuse. I want to talk about systemic abuse. Systemic abuse of power, also known as institutional power, is the mistreatment of people by a system of power, right? This can include neglect, physical abuse, sexual abuse, and unfair practices. Example of systemic abuse: it could be child abuse, assistance programs, effects of systemic abuse of power and vulnerable populations. Other types of abuse include economic abuse, economic violence, discrimination, social exclusion, social inequity, and structural violence. Ladies and gentlemen, these areas are heavy on my mind. Because when I look at economic abuse, economic violence, discrimination, social exclusion, social inequity, and structural violence, I've seen my face in each and every one of these. Assistance program, effects of system. People, many people, or this group of people, would have abused systems because they know people within these systems and program, and this is how I was actually abused. And me being vulnerable to a country, new to a country that didn't understand the system, I stood the time to experience abuse after abuse. But the good thing about it is how God saved me, is that I had no clue that this was happening behind my back. It's like if I go to get something done, it was denied. If I try to do something and I apply for something, it was blocked. If I go to a shop to purchase something, if I go down the street to write something at the post office, and that is how the social abuse was being done because of what was said. And this is how people use these things to their advantage, to actually ostracize and block people's blessing and block them from moving forward in life. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say something to you. My abuse is no joke, and this story that I have a story to tell, and I am going to tell it. I'm going to sit on a platform one of these days as God give me the strength, and I'm going to tell people the abuse that I have experienced from a group of people who have parasites in their brains, because that's the only way that they could have actually do what they do. These are people who are living, walking evil. Evil. There's no way that people who have children, who have a great life, who have a great job, power and money, would bring themselves so low to destroy one person's life who don't even have a quarter of what they have. But they felt threatened. They felt threatened by who I am, my strength, my resilience, and my ability to speak my truth without stopping. And there's no fear. There's not an ounce of fear that lives in my soul. That was many years ago. They have knocked fear out of me. But I am saying here today, I'm going to live. I'm going to ask God for the strength to see these people face the harshest judgment that any human being should face. Because what I've endured, no man, woman, child should experience it. It's not fair. But these people have children, grandchildren, will get great-grand. So just imagine when they're no longer here, how their children and great-grandchildren will be fighting to break generational curses for what they have been doing, not only to me, but many other people. Systemic abuse, because they know people in high places. You know, I dreamt about a judge who have been making decisions to destroy my life. I dreamt about a judge. There's a judge who's sitting on a bench who took an oath to destroy my life. All I did was walk away from toxicity and people who tried to abuse me behind the scene, and I speak up. That's all I did. And because the affiliation of this judge to these people, I'm being blocked, stopped in every area of my life. But there's hope, because I know a God, and the God that I know don't sleep, and he doesn't wear pajamas. And I'm a woman of peace and purpose, and I know I will get my justice. Like I said, if I will be given the opportunity to sit on a platform and speak my story for the world to hear. What I experience, no man, woman, or child before me or after me should face. It's no joke. But have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, Soul Tribe, we're doing good over here. We're helping people, we're motivating and uplifting people. And despite what we go through, we'll still have a smile on our face. It might be rough, but we'll still get up every day and do what we have to do. May God have mercy on our souls. And may God have mercy on the entire group of people, their souls as well. Let's put God in front of this all and ask him to take the wheel, because justice comes. It's judgment time for them. Peace. Have a good night.